Hello, this is the video reflection of Sophie in the BCM 303 through the three experiment that we're working together in the group. So looking back the three experiment, we're not just talking about what we're already making, but also talk about how we work together and what we will learn through that. In the week 3, our group, I think it's locked the idea into really early stage. We have the clear structures, the assigned roles, and the fully camera plans before we have like really testing anything. I work in the control room, while the Alinas and Charlie is on the cameras. Rafi and Neve is the speaker. I work in the control room, so everything I think it's ran smoothly. But also when we just like choosing something is really easy to making, not something is interesting. Everyone like stay in their lane. It's work, but it didn't feel like fully sharing process at the studio at the international student we learn about local cultures and about the community is something is really new with me, so I just often fully understand what we will making one when we started to recording. That's really harder to me to contributing in the brainstorming ideas process. The gap is also showing in the studio too when the communication between the control room and the cameras wasn't working. It wasn't just the technical, it's reflected how we working together. But I think over with 5 and with 7 is already transients. The with 5 energies is really different, and the with 7 I feel more confident to making my own decisions, and not I just not like only following the instruction, but actually contributing about my point of view about the what I think is better to the making the camera work is better. But the issue stay or still stay is the planning still happen in the online without everyone equally involved in about the experiment, which were the discussion between Rafis and Neve about the AI in the creative industry. Technically, it worked well, clear audios, clear structures, the consistent converse. But about the content, I think that feels safe and quite a little bit boring when both our speaking is just like agree with each other. They're not like create something real disagreement. So that means no tension. And without tension, we can make the focus of audience. So talking about the audience, I think the segment is not like create something different between like watching recording and actually being there. So I think it's work, but that's not engage the audience into the program. The week 5, we already have a trend the formats. Arena's hosting the game, showing based on like the Wollongong landmark, with the contestants really active to involve them. This time, the outcome I think that's unpredictable. That's created the real energies in the room. The audience become the part of the program, not just the observer. So, but the production didn't fully support those energies. We're missing the close-up camera angle to capture the reaction of our contestant. So, and we also like of the music. So some of the when some of emotions cannot deliver in this program. So I think we already get the engaged of audience, but we not doing well in the capturing that's enough. In the week 7, I think that's the turn point when Chalice and Alena's is already connected with the brand before the recording. It's already work. The interview recording is not like the interview. There's like the small talk, the small conversation between Alena's and the band. So that's quite a little bit natural. And about the technical, I think it's already improvement. The cameras is work well when it's have the close up angle to the each other when they're talking, and that's make like the focus of our audience to the video when our brands our interviewer talking. So and the live performance it trends everything. For the first time be in the room is actually the matter, but we still have the gap when we changing from the performance day and sorry, the interview day to the performance day, we have the unstable camera angle. So that means we're missing from the camera control room to and the camera working. So the problem I can realize when I watching our working group process through the three experiments is it have some interesting moment what already happened in the room, but we not captain them and put us in the screen. Uh, Most of the time we missing the reactions and the missing timing, but not being fully preparing for what will happen in a life. So the issue wasn't the ideas, it wasn't the people, it was how we translate those moments into the something that audience could actually see. For me, in the personally, I think I need to rethink about my role in the group. But with 7, I was more confident, like making the camera decision in the moment, responding to what I saw instead of like waiting for their instruction. But at the same time, I realized that I was still entering the process too late. A lot of key decisions like the making concept, the formats, that were already set before I fully understanding them. At the international student, that's the delays is more noticeable. If I don't understand the context early, that's more harder for me to contributing the ideas later. So moving forward, I don't just like want to the some parts of the group. I want to involve in the earlier, especially in the brainstorming ideas stage, to understand the concept before it's logging. So I can research this first about the question, about the concept, about the program related with our program. And as a group, we need to treat preparation as a part of production, not like something separate from this. Because if we don't plan in something will unforced, we end up the reaction too late. And when the moment is past, we can't like get it back. So we need to prepare about that. And another thing, like I think like our group need to honestly with each other about their feeling, their idea, or like asking at least not too late like me in the week 3 and week 5. And that's everything is my reflection, and thank you for listening.